Have you ever wondered what it's like to sleep on a narrowboat? As first-timers, we headed to the Chiltern Hills, spending a weekend cruising to find out.
We're just getting set up and ready for our weekend spent on a narrowboat. It is so long and very narrow, hence a narrowboat.
We're going to be a little bit out of our comfort zone.
Yeah, hopefully I don't bump into anything because I've got to learn how to drive this thing shortly, and it is very long and not very responsive is what they say, but we're excited. It's pretty cramped inside, but we've got our stuff put away, unpacked, ready to go. We've got our dog with us as well, so hopefully she enjoys her time on the canals. But it's going to be beautiful.
We found our narrowboat by browsing the site Ho Seasons for a narrowboat near London and landed on a 4-sleeper rented out by Chiltern Narrowboats. Booking was super easy. We didn't need a boat license, and the cost for 3 nights was about £800, including fuel. The boat owners sent us a super helpful email with lots of pub, village and walking recommendations, along with a few recommended routes for our weekend of cruising.
Peter's just had his lesson on how to drive and how to do the locks. We're about to berth up for the first time and cook some breakfast.
As Grace said, I'd just finished my training session, so I was taking it super slow as I got the hang of steering the boat. It was such a beautiful start though, and we were so excited for the weekend ahead.
You enjoying the narrowboat? Sitting by the fire, doing all the hard work? Ready for a houseboat tour?
Yeah, come check out our narrowboat. It is very narrow. Oh, little doggy. Here is one of the bedrooms / living area, so this converts into a couch.
Daphne's making use of it.
Kitchen. Very glamorous.
Been doing a lot of work in here. Here's our glamorous bathroom.
Here's the bathroom with a pump toilet and shower that pumps water out as well. When the boat's on, it heats up the water, so as long as you've been dry for a little while, you have hot water. Into the dining area / second bedroom. So I've got it set up as a dining table at the moment, but this table moves and you push that into another sort of double bed for 2 people. And this is the storage, and then up there's where we drive from. But it is quite compact, particularly for 4 people. We then made use of the tiny kitchen to cook up some bacon and eggs for breakfast and fuel up for the locks ahead. Not the biggest kitchen, but we're making do. Bit of bacon and eggs this morning.
Chef of the boat.
So much green, lush bushes through this narrow canal. We've been overtaken because we're going a bit slow, but it isn't busy at all. Just a few boats going through these canals. It's a lovely way to spend a weekend.
We were now finding our groove and feeling a little bit more comfortable with the boat. The landscapes were only getting prettier and prettier. We were surrounded by lush green foliage, making a magical little tunnel as we drove through the narrow canal.
First stop off the boat at Bulbourne Village. We're just going to explore the cute little streets here. It's on a national park, and maybe get out of this little bit of drizzle weather and have a cup of tea at the pub.
Lots of boats berthed here, and I think the village consists of just a few little buildings.
Not many, and you can see lots of permanent little sort of canal boats down here, so lots of people using it as their houses, and they've got cool setups. All of them are all a little bit different. Very fascinating and a great way to live. This was a great part of the canals to stop, with so many interesting looking narrowboats lining the shore. Most importantly though, we had to make a booking at the Grand Junction Arms for our dinner on Sunday night. Finally, it was the moment of truth, our first of many locks. Lock number 1, let's put all our practice into action here and see if we can survive and get the boat lower to keep going along the canal. So we closed the top of the lock, and then we've just unlocked the lower sections of this lock to let the water drain out and let the boat lower to the same level as the rest of the canal, so then we can open up and drive out. Well, we made it through successfully, and we definitely got a lot more practice as we had like 5 locks in a row in this part of the canal.
Time for our second village stop. We're going to go and explore Marsworth.
It was nice to finally be off the boat and stretch our legs with a stop off exploring the village of Marsworth. The highlight of this sweet little town was definitely the All Saints Church, which had been on the same site since as far back as the 12th century. We also got to pop into the Red Lion to make a quick booking for dinner later tonight.
While the food certainly didn't blow us away, it was a super cute and quaint country pub serving cold beers and wines, which was exactly what we needed.
Back to the boat from dinner, and we stoked up the fire to keep us cozy throughout the night, then headed to bed to get some rest for a big day too. Another day, and guess what? More locks.
How was the first lock of the day?
First lock of the day. Feels a bit cold on the hands, but
I think it's going to be like the first of like 10 or 11 today when we're going back and forth.
We've got a few today to do, but now we've got to go fill it up with some more water. We were now free of the locks and getting a chance to do some proper cruising, and the scenery was still so incredible. We even had a chance to swap captains, with Grace now taking charge of the boat.
Captain, is it easy to steer?
It's easy to steer, it's very slow and sort of it takes a few seconds to respond, but we're just pottering along at a very slow speed, so easy just to look ahead and just adjust the steering stick here. I'm sure it's got a proper name.
We were getting so good at the locks by this stage that we stepped up a level and were able to get 2 boats in at the one time. Peter was pretty much a professional narrowboat driver at this point.
After a lovely morning of cruising, we found a nice quiet spot along the canal to moor up, relax and enjoy some bubbles and nibbles. We'll certainly see the appeal of this narrowboat life.
Taking a break from all of those locks with a little nature walk.
It's nice to be off the boat and we're just strolling along the Marsworth Reservoir.
So pretty.
We were on the home stretch now, working our way through the final locks of the journey.
Ready for dinner?
Look at all the canals, we're just watching all the canal boats go past. Yes, I'm very hungry now after doing all 7 locks. But it's been an absolutely sensational weekend. We got such good weather today. And it's so cute seeing these colourful canal boats and the leaves turning into their autumn colours. Brisk cold air. A really lovely weekend. Time to treat ourselves to a nice dinner at the best pub on the canal, the Grand Junction.
After a long day, hopefully they've still got Sunday roast left.
I need a beer, let's go. While the food at the Red Lion certainly wasn't impressive, the Grand Junction Arms made up for it. We had a delicious Scotch egg, huge Sunday pork roast, fish pie, and a yummy smoky beef burger. This was the perfect spot to enjoy a delicious meal and escape the bitter cold of the night.
It's our last morning and unfortunately it's a little bit wet, but it is still absolutely stunning. Peter is braving the rain and he is outside driving. But look at all this lush greenery. I liked this a lot more than I expected to.
Pulling into the marina now to finish our weekend on the narrowboat. It was really fun. Took a little bit of getting used to it. Felt really cramped at first, but after a night in here you just settle into your space and really enjoy it.
Already planning the next one. It was actually really quite lovely.
It was. Hopefully I have better weather next time though.
We had such an amazing time exploring the Chiltern Canals. We had so much more fun than we thought we would and quickly settled into our tight quarters. It's pretty much like caravanning on the water, although next time we would definitely choose a route that has less locks.